So can you think about a different story that maybe is really bad that you don't want to say on camera or even to me, but you can tell me in your mind the story. Okay, so you got one. On a scale of 0 to 10, what would you say would be the number to get to this one? Okay, so another 10. So tell me in your mind, non-verbally, tell me the whole story, and then verbally tell me when you're done. Okay, so go ahead and begin. Okay, and so he verbalized to me that he's done. Sometimes they may take a while to tell you a story. Okay, it may take them, like maybe like 5 or 10 minutes to tell it in their mind. Okay, there's nothing wrong with taking a break. If you need to take a break for whatever reason to get some water or something like that, and say, okay, tell you what, why don't you hold your story mentally right there, and we'll come back to that in just a minute, and go get a glass of water or use the restroom or whatever. It's not going to hurt the technique if you interrupt it. Fortunately, his only took about 30 seconds, so it really I didn't have to sit here and do this for very long. So I'll ask him now, the one that you just told me about in your mind, what number would you give to that?
4.
Okay, so it drops substantially, very quickly, from a 10 to a 4. And it goes back to how much protection, really, that we put around it. If it ever plateaus, check protection and remove their ability to protect it. And then, with your search for all, remove all, clear all, then do the trauma or the fear or whatever it is, again with the search for all, remove all, clear all. So, what number would you give to it now? Okay, so that one's gone. Okay, I would have thought that one would have been more difficult than the other one. Which reminds me, the story about your grandfather, what number would you give to that? What?
I don't know.
Okay, great. So it's completely dropped off the scale. And just those traumas, carrying those things around with him, can really just tear you to pieces. I mean, I really shouldn't have to tell you that. That should be pretty obvious. So we have the nonverbal technique, and we have the verbalized technique. So either one of those that you want to use is just fine. And this makes a fantastic addition. I mean, you can make a living just treating emotional stuff alone. I demonstrated this this technique at the 8th International Energy Psychology Conference over in California when I did a lecture over there last year, and it just blew them away. And this is just like what we call a trinket technique. I mean, this is like, but our trinket techniques are really, really strong. Everything in Shun Tao is very powerful, and well, this is actually the healing side, so it's Shun Shen Tao, but the whole style itself is Shun Tao. But you get the point. It's very small, easy to do, very powerful. Never, ever underestimate the power of simplicity. So now we're going to go over a technique called the list technique.